morning, my little princess. Oh, whoops. Oh, are you okay today? Hey, you still feeling a bit poorly? Oh, those antibiotics will, yeah, hopefully kick in today. Bless you, darling. You just lay there, have your Monday morning nap. Good morning. It is raining again. Try not to, oh, well, talk about it too much, but yes, look, you see the rain? Good morning. It is Tuesday the 11th. Is it the 11th? Oh, look at me. It is raining outside, so I thought, right, what can I put on? So I put my brightest blouse on. It's bed day today, and oh, look at my hair. It's a bit messy. And we are going food shopping today. So Mr. Jackson's outside, he's waiting for me, champing at the bit. We haven't been for 3 weeks, so yeah, we desperately need some food. And I need a new selfie stick because I'm not that tall. And you're on my big one that's minimised. I've been told that the hay fever, is it the grass and tree? It's high today, which yes, I can feel it. I've had my tablet. Oh, crumbs. Yeah, we were hoping to leave about half an hour ago, but that's how it's going to go today, I think. Yes. So I come on to show you, I've cast on a new project, and I know, or hooked on a new project. Should I really? Doesn't matter, does it? I think I showed you yesterday, or shared with you, the Jenny Crow square. Yes, little square. I really like the colour combination, so I bought these. And my excuse is, and I'm sticking with this, running with this, that it's for Reuben. But yeah, did want to make him a blanket anyway. So I've made my first 4 rounds of the colours of the granny squares. Oh my word. How adorable is that? And I could actually have, yeah, a, whoops. What's they called? Granny square jackets made out of these colourways. It's beautiful. I love it. I love it. So I just need to take a photograph. Taken it in the car with me, and it is madness that I've cast this on, but it's going to be my, I think, waiting around project. Yeah, there we are. Waiting around project, and I'll just sort of hope that I can. Really wanted to see like how the colours would turn out, because sometimes depending whether you're crocheting or knitting or the way you put the colours, they can change. But now I'm satisfied with that, so I'm going to take it with me in the car. Yeah, just see how far I get. I'd like to put 1 round on today. Right, I'll go and do the shopping, and I'll come back and I'll speak to you later. Yes, I spotted you. Oh, Bob. You're just checking what I bought, eh? Yeah. Oh, look at you, a beautiful girl. You just wait to be served, don't you? Hey, is Mummy's girl not right? You're not, are you, darling? Hello, loves. I'm back. We're back. Oh, let's go in, get everything out of the bags, put the frozen stuff in. I've find shopping a bore, and I find putting it away such a bore. I don't know if you're like me, I like to pack in a certain order. All the frozen stuff together, all the cold stuff, fridge stuff together, the fruit separate, the veg separate, and the salad separate. Toiletries and cleaning products together, and then store cupboard, I think. Yeah, it's like I know when I can come in, I can just come and sit and have a cup of tea. We're going to have lunch. So I go to Aldi's because I refuse to pay the prices that other supermarkets are charging for things. And then we go into what's called Booths, and it's a chain that's up north, and it's a cross between Waitrose and Marks and Spencer's. So all what we save in Aldi, we spend in Booths. That isn't true. We'll probably get a treat, and because there's no fresh bakery in Aldi. What else? They've got like a fish counter and a meat counter. And they're quite good for for cooking, for baking and spices and herbs and all that kind of thing. I'll do sort of basic, which is fine. So I've got some nice ham off the deli, so that's a treat today. I made the mistake of not having my breakfast. Oh, that's something in my eye, sorry. Yeah, not having something to eat before I went out, which is very unusual for me, but I think I was too busy doing the crochet. I wanted to get the 2 triangles finished for my blanket, and it wasn't even a conscious thought. So I'm having a slice of ham off the deli, soft boiled egg, and then and I do go and get these in Boots because they don't sell them. I don't know if you like these pea shoots. It's just £1 a bag, so that does us a couple of days. We normally go to shopping every 2 weeks, and occasionally, like, we need to get something. It's been 3 weeks, so there's been more occasions. If I do Girls Brigade, then that's a good thing. But I freeze everything, or freeze as much as I possibly can. And I do like the reduced aisle. So I've got some really lovely tomatoes, all colours, so I'm going to have some of those with my lunch. So they were £2, reduced to £1.34, which I probably wouldn't have bought those if they weren't reduced. Bread, I've got the Warburton's thins. They were £1.16, reduced to £1.78. So these have got the seeds on, that's what attracted me. We're trying to incorporate some seeds in our diet and some beans. I hate beans. I don't mind chili beans, and I don't mind, chili beans, kidney beans. So we tend to have this, but Girls Brigade tomorrow, so got jacket potato. You haven't seen a potato, had you? Jacket potato, and I'm going to have some of these taco mixed beans, I think, on the top, or kidney beans. So that'll be my bean intake all the week. I've got some plain mini nans. They were £2.65, reduced to £1.35. So that's a freezer thing, that will just go in the freezer. So as for that bread, and I have started to, I don't really buy prepared fruit, apart from if I'm picking the boys up, I will pop into Tesco's and I'll just get those little packs of apples. So they've just got like a little packet, and they'll eat those rather than a whole apple, and a whole apple is a waste. So that works for me. And I also have started buying the melon slices because they've been really hard, really hard. These were £3.50, reduced to £2.35. So they will be eaten today and tomorrow. And are pretty good in keeping on top of things and trying to rotate. Somebody else, not so much. I've got 4, sorry for the rustling, 4 huge cooking apples. So an apple pie is on the agenda for the weekend. We had the daughter over a couple of weeks ago, I think. 3 weeks ago, because we'd just gone shopping, so we got food in. So we made an apple pie for dessert. So I think it was myself, Mr. Jack's our daughter-in-law and Reuben had apple pie, and it was beautiful. I sent her home with a slice of apple pie. Our son doesn't like it, he was in London, so she had that for I think the next night as a treat. And then I think I cut the rest up into 4, and I froze those, and then we had those out, and that was really nice just to have that treat. And one cutting waste down and one, well, portion control, because I'd cut it. Vanessa from, is it Our Forever Home, has made a rhubarb crumble cake. So I bought some rhubarb today, but she did say in the comments that she'd used a tin of rhubarb, which I think I might have in my store cupboard. I keep a pretty good store cupboard because I'm not, we would never go out and get something unless it's an emergency. So we try and work that out. What else have I got? Oh, I've topped up on my beetroot because that's really essential for me at my age. And yeah, I've got pineapples. That's a healthy pudding. We had this, I was watching Dawn from Dawn's Days. When you're barbecuing, barbecue it, grill it, and put some cinnamon in. And Mr. Jackson did it. We still got the Arga on because it's so wet. But he put that in the Arga, and it was lovely as it was on the barbecue. What I love is you can go in there. Yes, you do pay a bit more for it, but well, you get a brown paper bag. Mum used to get those as a girl, but we've got some tomatoes. So I think you're supposed to keep your tomatoes in your brown paper bag. Bear with me. What else? Oh, dinner tonight. We're having a stir fry because we had roast chicken on Sunday. So we have the 2 chicken breasts, and there's the rest of the chicken. So we are going to use that in the stir fry. So that's good. Oh, one thing that, yeah, I do have a bit of a thing about just getting ripped off. Oh, it hasn't even got a nice cover. Okay, don't worry. Right, so raspberry jelly. Does anybody like jelly out there? Trying to curb Mr. Jack's sweet tooth, so to try and incorporate some healthy options. Like if you make something from scratch, then that's going to be healthier, isn't it? It's not got all the preservatives in. So I've bought some fresh raspberries today, so I'll make raspberry jelly. But the price of jellies, oh my word, it's unbelievable. Have I got anything that's of any interest? Kiwi fruits. I don't eat kiwi fruits, but I thought try those. Oh, and then I bought the babies, well, babies to say, some little snacks. Sweet potato, apple and rosemary, hoping that we can go out. I bought them all lunch boxes last year, and we can pack this up and we can take them with us. But something that's a bit healthier. I've got some mini Oaty bites. So these will do us over the next few weeks. And these kind of things. I think my daughter had these for her boys. The Dino fruit bars, it's got one red thing on it. And what these have as well, one red thing. Apple and cinnamon, yeah, porridge oat bars, and chunky banana and date fruit bars. Yeah, I would eat one of those. Oh, it's so interesting, isn't it? And then two big naan breads. Oh, well, yeah. So that's going to go in the freezer now. Fred's coming this week, and he's asked for fajitas for tea, so we have these. And Benjamin likes, yeah, so we have these as well. We tend to give them these because they're a bit easier for them to roll up. And then, so tomorrow I'm at quilting, so I might take my lunch with me, and I might have a banana or something on the way back in the car. I'll have a jacket potato, and then when I come home, I am a bit hungry because it's like nearly 9 o'clock. So I've got a fruit loaf, ditched the hot cross buns, and a couple of slices of those with a large cup of tea will do me. And then this is my impulse buy. Do you like these or do you hate them? I can't see how many calories they are. There, so no calories in there. And then I picked up a couple of recipes. I I picked up 2 pieces of tuna. So this must have been fortuitous, because I saw this soy and lime tuna. So that's probably a dinner for next week. And then summer pea linguine. I'm just looking at it. It's goat's cheese, which I don't think I've got any in, and polenta. I think we've got polenta. But that looks delicious, doesn't it? But I can use frozen peas instead of fresh. So that's, yeah, my whirlwind shopping tour. Right, I'm going to go over my ham and eggs. Right. I've just been busy doing a bit of prep, nothing truly exciting. Making a raspberry jelly, and no, I'm not showing you how to make a jelly. It's fairly straightforward. So it's our raspberry jelly in the fridge. Oh, there were some strawberries. I've just chopped those up, and a little bit of sugar, and just put those in. It's things that if Mr. Jacks goes in the fridge, he can see, and they're better for him than other stuff. So my trusty Mary Berry Barger book. I'm going to make a plum crumble, because I was just going through the fridge. You know, don't want to waste anything. The plums that we bought were still okay. A couple a little bit on the soft side, so I'm going to make a crumble. Taking a crumble tonight, and then I'll freeze the other one, hopefully. That's the dish. And we've got a couple of these that you can just put it in the freezer, get it out, obviously take the lid off, and you can put it straight in the oven. So that's handy, and then there's no waste with foil dishes and all that kind of thing. So yeah. Right, it's my crumble. Just the flour and the butter, so it's half butter to flour, and it's plain flour for a crumble. It's basically, if I just sort of put that together, mix that together, and added a bit of water, it'd be pastry. So I've got some demerara sugar, and at the bottom of my sugar, when I last filled it up, there was some muscovado, and I just left it there. So I've got a bit of that, and I'm very much 2 lots of crumble to 2 lots of fruit. So there's our fruit. I've just cut it up, so that's 1 for us and 1 for the freezer, and we can just pull that out, and I love doing that. I'll just see how much crumble I've made. This is all as a result of not having my breakfast this morning. I'm crocheting. But Mr. Jacks, he's gone out, and he's over at my mum's today. The weather's not the best. It's supposedly raining, but he's over there. He's cutting her grass for her and keeping her garden nice. And then there's a tree, shall we say, from next door is coming over on my mum's garden. So he's keeping that under control. So I think he'll be very pleased when he comes in. I think he's still cooking dinner. It's easy dinner tonight, stir fry. I was about to make some chicken stock from the chicken we had on Sunday, 2 days ago. But I think he's thrown it. I wanted to make some chicken stock from the freezer. But and you can put other things in with your crumble topping if you want, like the mess I've made. Whoops. Sorry. Oh, sorry if I made you sick. Yeah, I sometimes have desiccated coconut in the cupboard if I need it in a recipe. If I'm making like a cake or something, and I like that in a crumble, that gives it a crunch. Some oats will give you crumble a crunch. Ooh. I think you could put some nuts in. Yeah. So there we go. Demonstration on the lid. Hey, glad you tuned in. Yeah, good. So no waste, which is really good, and that's what I'm happy with. Hello. As Mr. Jax is out, and also because the last 2 Wednesdays when I could have been sewing, quilting, I was busy doing housework and catch-up jobs and things like that. So I've decided I'm not doing the bedroom. This is what it's like on a Tuesday in our house. My daughters just say to me, Mum, get on with it. Or just change the day. I don't think that's going to work, lovely. I think I'll just be exactly the same. It's all the paraphernalia, of stripping it. I'm trying to talk to Mr. Jackson and say, can we have single beds? Just because on the front it'd be easier. You can still have a cuddle, but it'd just be easier to make a single bed than it would a great big bed that we've got. But you didn't need to know that. The project I'm working on is one that I swerved last time round, and I think it was pre-COVID, but it's come round this time, and I just thought to myself, go with it, give it a go. And it's so far out my comfort zone, I can't tell you, but I surprised myself, and I'm like, oh my word, I do think I quite like this. Do you ever have that? Do you have to have a, oh sorry, I'm wobbling the camera. I think my book is on the camera, on the stand. Do you ever have a, something that you do and it's perhaps out, or you wouldn't do because it's out of your comfort zone, and something that is, you do it and you're like, oh, it wasn't as bad as what I thought. Sorry, I should have found this before I started talking. Trying to show you, something. So it's called Crazy Shortcut Quilts, and it's by these 2 ladies. We never ever have to buy a book. There's always a book or pamphlet or instructions. It's always there for us to go and have a look at and refer to. And I wouldn't say that I always buy the book that the teacher sort of, I've got this idea from here, what do you think? Or, we are, the group that we are now, we've been meeting, for quite a long time. And I think we started to say, right, okay, anybody got any ideas as to what you would like to do? And we're being group led, I think, which is really interesting. So it's called Crazy Shortcut Quilts. It's by those 2 ladies. And I think I got it off of Amazon or World Book Wide, I think. So I'm pretty sure that it's probably secondhand. So you start off with, excuse me, I can find that in a minute. You need 9 fat quarters or 9 squares. There's either 9 10-inch squares, no smaller than that, and go up to 9 fat quarters, but whatever you have in your stash. So I won this stack at the quilt group last week. I didn't show you. Look at those, aren't they lovely? It reminds me, I would like to make, I think, is it called a red house quilt? So you need lots of red fabrics. When I spied that on the table, even though I do not need any more fat quarters, I was like, oh, this will go in my red house fat quarter stash. And the lady I was sitting next to hadn't heard of that quilt. I've probably got the name wrong. So I've got a magazine, The Quilter Today, they had one. So I need to take that in and show her. So you need 9 from 10-inch upwards. So they can, as long as they're all this, they've all got to be the same size. So we had this book, and the idea is you put safety, so you stack them up like pancakes, put a safety pin in the corner, and then you lay your ruler down and you cut across. So like that. So you can do as many or as few cuts as you would like. And I think it also depends on the size of your squares. I had fat quarters. I think I squared them off to 18 by 18. So I squared them off first of all, and then I did my cut. and you take the bottom one and put it on the top. So that means on this side they're all the same, but you've brought one up, so they're all going to go one behind each other. So you sew all those together, and then you repeat the process as many times as you would like, so that it will end up something like this. So this is showing you the back and front, but so your quilt, so you'd have your fat corners, if you imagine they're not stuck together, not sewn together. So you'd have all of those, and then by doing all these different, stacking them on top of each other and making all these cuts, it comes out like this. I mean, to get it exactly the same, you'd have to, you know, follow the cutting guidelines. So been very brave, got very precious fabric out. I went to the Knit and Stitch show back in, I think 2016, 2018. I think I've been 15, 16, 18. So I've started. Ta-da! So that's what mine looks like, and they were all separate blocks. So I have cut 4 times. The one thing, I did make a mistake. I wasn't listening, and I think I took my top piece and put it underneath and brought my top piece to the bottom. So I think I came out, a couple were the same. So I've unpicked, and I'm very, I don't know what you'd call me. So now that they're all separate, I've pinned in the corner every square that I have, and I've all numbered them from left to right. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. And as I've been cutting and sewing together and seeing how they come together, I've moved some things around. So I've not held to this strictly, but that's what I have. And so this is different. And what she wants us to do is to use our embroidery stitches on our sewing machine. Let me just hold on this. When I first bought my Janome, which this is the one that I take to class now, so it's electronic. Yeah, that's right, isn't it? Electronic. She said to me, to do your embroidery stitches, she said, get a piece of material, she said, and just work those down. She said, put a number so you don't forget what they are. She said, then you've got a piece of stitch guide to refer to, which I did do, and I have no idea where it is. It'll be, I think it's over the road in my old space that I used to do my sewing in. But for this exercise, I just tried out a few stitches. And then I've written the names down, or have I tried it that way? I think I've tried it that way. Yes, because I always tend to try and use up my bobbin thread if it's not going to show through. You probably can see better on there, actually. See all the lovely stitches. So that was that exercise. So I did done 4 cuts. Yeah. So 1, is that 2, 2, 3, 4, however they are. And I've worked out. So I've numbered them, my cuts, and I've put the stitch that I want. So of course, me being me, I choose the stitch that takes the most cotton. And I've been off. This is where the pressure, the self-pressure comes in. I thought I should have finished all of these and they should be squared up and I should be ready to go tomorrow to put them together. But when I go in, my teacher's not going to say that to me. Wherever I'm up to is fine. I think we've got tomorrow and then in a fortnight's time, and then that's, I think, our last class for this term. But I think we do something in the summer sporadically. I'm hoping that we do, because I've got some quilts to make. Been here before, you know, I make a quilt in a week. And I think I have some footage. I might put this in to show you. So it kind of looks like, oh, Frankenstein, those stitches, especially on the back. and something I'm not very happy with. I was using the baby table. I've used the spray. I was very happy that I had used a sheet, so I've repurposed a sheet off of our duvet, or duvet cover, because it'd been worn out to death around by the buttonholes and that kind of thing. But I think the spray that I was using, it stuck to the table, unless there was something on the table. I didn't know, but there is, yeah, we might see some marks. But there, that's how it comes out at the back. But I'm not bothered, because it's for us, it's for me. I'm making a quilt for me. I've made loads of quilts, and I get a lot of pleasure in making them and giving them away. And the quilts that I want to make, what have I got to make? I haven't got to make anything. I would like to make Freddie's I Spy quilt for the end of July, and I also want to make Benjamin a surprise quilt for his new bedroom. And yes, I've bought the fabric, and I'm so excited to use that. And Ruben, bless him, is still waiting for his first quilt, which I am probably nearly over halfway. All I've got to do is finish the quilting on it and then add the binding, and it's done. And then Toby's going to want one in, well, I hope so, in October. So I've just sat here just now, and I put this quilting stitch on. I don't know whether you can see. Where am I? Let me just see where I am. Oh, here. It's just here. Yes, can you see the little flowers? It's really effective, really effective. And then I've gone down on the other side. It's not quite a perfect straight line. There's a line in between, and I think, yeah, there's a line there. From there to there, and I think it's going to stand out too much. From there, yeah, there and there. So I thought I'd do something different. We'll see. So before I started this, I was sort of saying to myself, oh, yeah, you rubbish you are. Yeah, you should have started all this. You've got nine blocks and 4 cuts. So 9 fours are 9, 18, 36. And you've only done 1 on each square. And I thought, I got up this morning, I thought, yeah, I might have only done 1 on each square, but that is 25%. And I don't have to do anything to any timetable. But I'm just going to see how this goes. So I've sort of given up the bed. I think I need to make this I need to make me a priority. Right, I'm going to stop gabbing and get on. Hello. It is just gone 4 o'clock. I'm now 50% through quilting my blocks, but I realised after the first couple I bought 2 small spools of cotton, and I'm going to run out, I'm not going to have enough. So I'm like, oh my word, I've panicked. I can't get them from Amazon until they'll come tomorrow, but that'll be no good for me. So I placed an order there, and then I've texted the group to ask if anybody's got this certain shade. I'm a tutor. So that was major panic, and now I've kind of calmed down a bit because one of the questions when I was looking at this and planning how I was going to do it, and with quilting it's quite common, you start off with an idea in mind, and by the time you finish you're in a totally different place. I had decided I was going to just use the same thread all the way through my quilting, but now my hands are forced, and I think I am going to use some different threads. I'll show you what I've done today. Yeah. This is quilt 1. So I've got a cross, that's my Frankenstein stitch that I call it. Yeah. And then this one here, I think it'll show up. That's the, will it show up? That's the flower. It shows up better on the back. Just got 2 silver threads in. Don't know if you'll get a better look here. You see it's very faint. Hopefully, she says. And then there. Oh, these are 1 and 2. Let me just go back. I think I started upside down from the bottom of the block, from block 9. That must have turned my blocks, my pile over. Yes, I did. Because I wasn't sure about going down this central line. But I did in the end. That's 7. But I couldn't line it up when I went back to these. I'd left a space because in my mind it didn't, my eye didn't quite fit, but I could have wiggled it a bit. So I've had to put another line on. I'm hoping you can see that. That's a different contrast. Oh, might show up better on the orange. I've taken my glasses off, can't see a thing. Yeah. There, can you see just? So in quilting, you're supposed to across, so you've anchored your piece and then work out from the middle. That's how I've always been taught. So I'm thinking now, let's move it. So I've quilted from this point all the way down to this point, and I've quilted from this point. So it's a bit wonky, it's not dead centre, but that's the idea. So I've got lots of different points that, yeah, I've got from here to here, across, and then these pieces. So I think I'm going to have to use some different threads, which I think I've got. I didn't think. So that's that. So I'm going to sit there with that. Hopefully when I'm doing my editing, I'll get some time on my sock. I just like to edit it and then, yeah, edit it and then play it through and then export it and upload. I don't know what I'm expecting to go wrong once I've edited it, but I just like to double check. So I'm currently working on a pair of socks for myself in the West Yorkshire Spinners J colourway, and I finished the leg, which I cast these on last Friday, I think. Oh, look at these. Oops. Oh my word, aren't they beautiful? Really lovely. So I'm going to do shadow wrap heel, and I'm going to use Alex's tutorial from My Yarny Corner, and that's going to be my heel. So that's that. So I'm hoping to do some work on mystical lanterns tonight. Yeah, I'm going to try and start in the middle. I've got a couple of projects to show you. So you know my improvised rectangular granny square. I'll show you Benjamin's for those that are new, and for those that may have forgotten. I think I did this 2 years ago. I can't work out which is the front and the back. Oh yes, I can. Can I? Yes, I can. And this started off, I had bought some cakes of yarn in these colours, and I just pulled it all out and rolled up, you know, wound up the colours, and then worked on it from there. And yeah, I called it my little bunny blanket. So it's really lovely. And then I edged it with a single crochet. I think in America, I think it's called double crochet in American terms. So 4 rounds I went round, but it's quite laborious, but the overall effect is so lovely. So I kind of wanted, to make a ribbon one. I think I've made him a star crochet blanket, and I made him a corner to corner. So I have a new little basket. Oops. So these are my colourways. Ta-da, ta-da. So this is my, I don't know, in waiting project. So I showed you this morning, I got up to those 4 rounds. I managed to do those 4 colours last night, so I was happy. So I thought, right, I'll just take it with me and I'll just do it on the way to go food shopping and then on the way back. And I've managed to put 2 rounds in. I can't believe it. Look at that. Isn't that cute? We did have to stop for petrol on the way back and fill up. So I'm more than happy with that. And then one project which I've not spoken to you about at all through junevlogs, I've just been trying to plod away at it, and it's a garment. So thank you all for those beautiful comments, lovely comments about my love note. When I wore it on Saturday, lots of compliments about it, and people recognised it. So I thought, oh wow, that's amazing. And I went with my mum probably about 3 weeks ago, and we went into Black Sheep Walls, and when we were there they had a sample, and this was a sample that they had up. So it's a king cole pattern, and you normally, well, the patterns I've seen, you'll get 2 patterns for the price of 1. So it's that one and it's that one. So I would go for this because I always like the blue hues. I thought, no, try something different, and yeah, it was a bit of a, oh, let's get that down there so you can't see it. So it's a new to me yarn, and it's a cotton yarn. It's king cole. I think it's Linendale Reflections, and it's double knitting. So really pretty, really pretty. And I'm trying to think about my knitting and my wardrobe. It's all well and good me making something, but it needs to go with what I've got. So this is 57% cotton, 30% viscose and 13% linen. It's 50 grams, it's 131 yards, 120 metres. So I cast on, and I was on using circular needles, and that didn't quite work for me. I couldn't quite get my rhythm, so I transferred to some wooden needles, the Knit Pro Symphony, I think they are, and that was a lot better. So this is what, let me just hold on to that so they don't all come off. So that's what it looks like. I like, yeah, as I say, I've got 2 skirts. And 4 to 8 rows and I'm done. I think I'm on using second size. So I'm really happy with that. So I would like to get some some rows on here. Just drops a stitch, 2 stitches. As my mum said when I said to her, it's not growing. She said, well, shit, if you've done 4 rows today, darling, she said, that's 4 more rows than what you had on yesterday. I was like, yes, Mum. Right, I think I'm going to call it a day for now. There will be a video up, so I think I'm going to continue now through June, I think, being a day behind, because Wednesday, Thursday, Fridays are my busiest part of my week. I look forward to seeing you tomorrow. Hope you're having a good week, that your hay fever, if you suffer from that, it's not too bad. It's under control. There's a cup of tea, so cheers. And I have some of my reduced melon. So I'm going to go and do some editing before I do any of that. Yeah. See you tomorrow.